Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Got something new here. We've got an Omeals ration, hash browns and bacon. I was kind of interested when I started seeing these in the one of our local sporting goods stores. I really hadn't heard of them until then. I did then get to watch a G. Schultz 9 video where he took a look at one of these. So I wanted to take a look myself. I got a couple off of the Ammo Can Man's website. They were slightly cheaper than the store or, say, Amazon. So yeah, I just wanted to try them and just kind of see what they were all about. Basically what this is you get an entree, spoon and napkin, and then a heater. So this will heat in the bag. You get a spoon and napkin, and then your entree, and away you go. And basically, we do have some instructions: tear open, blah blah blah. Get your heating pack in there. Make sure it's positioned at the bottom. We do use a 1/4 cup of water to engage the heater, but this is said to only take about 3 to 5 minutes to heat. So this should be a fairly energetic heater. Let's go ahead and open it up here and we'll see. We'll test that claim. Well, that was a bit of a fail. There we go. Straight across. Okay. I hate that. I do this all the time. I'll get into these, rip opens, and it's like, well, I've ripped it open right where you told me to, and by God, I can't actually get into it still. Still can't. There we go. I think I found a weakness in the design. There we go. I found the weakness. Jeez. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So out we come. We have our entree. I would guess that's the heating packet. Heating element. Not to be eaten. Trust me, I won't. Business card, I guess. Get out of there. And our spoon and napkin. Not a very impressive spoon, but okay. Is that all? That is all. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of puff it out there. Let's get our element out. It's a nice big pad. And we'll position that at the bottom. Something like that. Maybe. And we've got our hash browns pot. We've got some hash brown pot and bacon. Okay. And this is an 8-ounce portion. Okay. Yes. And kind of want to position this a little bit better. They talk about it being like literally the zip. The entree bag is like literally right at the zip top, so they talk about being quick about getting it sealed. So whatever. Sure. Yeah. I think it's doing something. Got a little vent hole there that we'll watch, I guess. I don't know if you really need to shake the water into it, but I'm doing it anyway. Eh? Eh? I don't know. I'm hoping this will surprise me. It's not doing anything really. Felt like it was puffing up. Okay. I can hear it. I know this is very exciting viewing for you. It's going. There we go. It's off. It's off. Can you hear it? The power! There it goes, and it's steaming. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, yes. I like that heater. Smells a bit like crap. Oh, that fizzled out really quick. I took it off camera. It was like start really good and then psh. We could make jokes about that, but we won't. Okay, so let's set that aside for just a minute. I'm going to do a non-scientific, well actually let's bring it back, a very non-scientific observation here. I'm a backpacker, I like camping. When I say backpacking, well, the reason I say backpacking is because that's what I do. Everything needs to fit on my back, in my pack, to make sure that, you know, I can carry it all. This meal is 260 calories, okay? They make this big grandstand out here, home-style meal, never freeze-dried. Well, that's fine. So I brought out the closest freeze-dried option I had in a single serving that had the same calorie content. Now, I don't have a freeze-dried hash browns and bacon to compare to. It's maybe not apples to apples, but at the same token, we're not dealing so much with the scientific edge to this. We're just kind of looking from a calorie standpoint, single serving, to see a couple of these little quirks. First of all is weight. Now, this weighs in at 10.5 ounces. Our freeze-dried option in the same calorie content weighs in at 2.6 ounces. So you're saving about 8 ounces carrying freeze-dried. A lot of people get down on freeze-dried because of the salt content, the sodium content. Well, every single ration overdoes it on the sodium, period. From our Mountain House, 800 milligrams of sodium, 33% of your daily value. This is kind of hot, but this is looking at 930 milligrams. Ouch. That's a good heater for 39% of your daily sodium content. Now, I had two other ones. I had a Mexican-style chicken stew and chili mac. And the sodium content only varied by like maybe 20 milligrams plus or minus. And, you know, looking through a lot of these, you know, you're talking about some or less. Like lasagna had like it was like under 300 milligrams. Whereas like chili mac had, I don't remember exactly, like 780. The sodium content, what I'm trying to get at, the sodium content is basically the same. It doesn't matter what ration, MRE, XMRE, Omeals, Mountain House, freeze-dried, whatever. It doesn't matter. The sodium is all there. It's too high. You can't really make anything of that. One of the major detractors away from freeze-dried has always been the water usage. Now, I just use a quarter cup of water to engage this. Generally, for a single serving, now it says a third a cup of water. I tend to use a little bit less than that. Maybe like, just slightly below, or a half a cup, depending on the meal. Like, for my breakfast skillet, it's a half a cup. I don't use that much for that. So, yes, you are using more water for these. That is true, but you know, I try and save as much weight as I can to make sure that I have the ability to carry more water. So I don't really concern myself. Weight's key. This is a lot less weight than this. Just a general observation. You can do with that what you will. The other thing is that the price. These are pretty pricey. Look at that heater. It's still going. I don't know if you can still see the steam. It's still going. It's hotter than hell, too. These are anywhere from about $9 to $12 in some cases. They're a bit pricey for what you get. I mean, you get an entree, you get an 8-ounce entree, you get a heater, which is very nice, a napkin, which is a napkin. I mean, it's not going to blow anybody away. It's just a napkin. Covers up the screen, so I mean, no, it's a napkin. It's not super high quality. And a spoon, which is, you know, pretty much anything you'd buy at your local Walmart or Kroger. It's not like it's a crazy good spoon. I would take an MRE spoon over any day. But for the same price point as these, generally speaking, you can get a full MRE that has way more in it for the same, sometimes less if you buy cases, or slightly more depending, but still you're getting way more in an MRE than you are in this. Just a general observation. You can do with that what you will. I'm not bashing Omeals. I hope that this tastes awesome, and I think it will. But, you know, I just kind of wanted to bring that to the forefront because, well, I think it deserves to be. If this proves to be an awesome taste, I'm sold. But if not, you know, I think we need to look at it as kind of more of a novelty, and y'all need to drop your prices maybe a bit, because I would like to add this into the rotation of my breakfast, and I would sacrifice a little bit of weight there if this proves to be good. That is, God, I'm gonna have a nice hot meal. That is awesome. So I'm gonna let that go for just a little bit longer, and because it is breakfast time, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little bit of coffee for myself, just to fill a little bit of time. I've got a packet of deep rich instant coffee that I used, well, I didn't use, excuse me, I had left over from, I believe it was an XMRE. So we'll go ahead and just make up a little coffee while I'm letting that heater kind of do its thing. I think if anything, even if the meal sucks, that heater, I'm just gonna go on a rampage buying them throughout the meals, you know, give the meals to the needy or something and keep the heater for later. Oops. I always hated these sugar packets. These are always so awkward. And the salt and pepper for the XMREs, they have a perforation in the sugar. They don't. I don't need 2 packets of sugar for anything. Really, I don't need sugar for good coffee, but this is instant, so I wouldn't necessarily ever call it good coffee. So just make that up real quick. That'll be a good little addition to our to our breakfast meal. Yeah, let's try that out. Yep, it's freeze-dried coffee. Oh, bashing things over here. Okay, so I've been yakking for about 3 to 5 minutes. This is still roaring. I'm going to carefully take my meal out. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. You could do a heck of a lot with that. You could do a heck of a lot with that heater. Oops, sorry. Smash the camera there too. Super clumsy sometimes. This is hot, which is awesome, because most flameless ration heaters just do not do a very good job of heating. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Little shreddy potatoes. Bacon. Maybe some peppers and onions in there too. Heck yeah. Very neat. And yeah, I mean this is basically the same portion size as an MRE for the most part. Let's go ahead and try her out here. Get us a spoonful. Hot. I'm always one to dive straight in. Like, oh, it's hot? I felt it's hot. I see it's hot. My tongue has to feel if it's hot too. Let's try another bite. Blow it off a little bit. I think it's the first time I've actually had to try and cool my food. It's not bad. The potatoes are good. They're not mushy. It's pretty darn salty. I will say that. Bacon, ham products are usually prepared in this sort of means do get a little salty. It's got a good overall flavor though. Very, very good. I forgot it, but would have liked to have brought down hot sauce. That would have been nice in here. So yeah, I mean, it's a very good little meal. I can see how this would be nice and hearty in the morning. But it is pretty salty. It is pretty salty. So there we go, guys. That's an oatmeal. Bag's still hot. Hash browns and bacon. Not a bash video. I enjoyed this. I hope that you guys, feel fit to try these. Maybe we can send them a message that they need lower prices. I think that's my only sticking point. They're a bit high in price, but this one's pretty tasty, although a bit salty. I'm still shoving it in my mouth, so obviously I don't hate it. And I gotta say, A+ for that heater. That's the best heater I've ever seen to this point. And it's still going. It's literally still over here steaming, and it's hot. That's great, man. So anyway, guys, thank you all for stopping by again, taking a look at a video. Appreciate it. Thank you to all the subscribers, likers, commenters. Just ask that you continue to do that for me. You can check out the Patreon page. That's in the description if you'd like to contribute to the channel. But regardless of all that, you all have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.